All right, we just got back from a little trip to Victoria, BC, and I just had to show you this place because this is definitely related to everything we do. But Miniature World in Victoria, the greatest little show on earth, highly, highly recommend for all you little dollhouse, miniatures, dioramas. You gotta see this. Let me show you. When I told my family, I was like, I want to go to see this. Every single one of them, they're like, let's just get it over with. But I will tell you, when they came out, they said it was one of their most favorite things they did while we were over in Victoria. So you start out kind of in a space theme. So I'm not sure if it's all the same artist. It's probably a bunch of different artists. There's hands-on things you can do. There's little space stations. It's pretty cool to start out with. Kind of get you acclimated into what's to come. Once you leave the space room, then you get into the different war dioramas. I'll tell you, my boys loved this section. This was probably one of their favorites. So there's World War II, there's some World War I, World War III, Civil War, any kind of, historical event. It was reenacted, and with such detail. It's absolutely amazing. In between the war section and then the next one is there's a lot of pioneer kind of days, logging, different gold rush kind of things. Still detail, very teeny tiny. A lot of these dioramas they have a day-night cycle. Very cool. So I'd say about every 2 minutes or so, it goes through from day to night, and it really shows off the lights and things like that. Very interesting. And I mean, they even have inside the buildings. You could stand there for hours and hours just to see what's going on in every little window. This one you could really see the day to night. And a couple of these had train tracks. So you could press buttons and make the trains go, or the streetcars, or there's different things. It's very interactive. got the harbor with little boats, beautiful little boats. And then you can see the train track up there. Now, this is all because we're in Victoria. So this is all Canadian history and, you know, a little bit of American history. Not a whole lot, but European, that kind of flair. I really enjoy seeing historical events from different points of view. This one is all 12. There's 12 different castles in here. They're not this close together, but you can see the Germany castle, the Spanish castle, all in one diorama, which is really cool. And then if you press a button, it'll tell you the history of each castle. I mean, I just get so inspired when I do things like this. And of course, you got the Wild West section. You know, you got the Native Americans and different cowboys and buffalo and that kind of thing. And then out of nowhere, you get this kind of a very Americana looking turn of the century with all the little fire trucks and cool little cars. Kind of a 50s kind of vibe. After this, we go into Fantasyland. So the very first one is Gulliver's Travels. I had to tell the story to my kids. Apparently they didn't know that story. But it's Gulliver and the little Lilliput guys. Very cool. Very appropriate for a miniature world, right? This was one of the biggest houses or castles. And this was Tatiana's castle, which is from Midsummer's Dream. They mixed it with Sleeping Beauty and there was another one, Cinderella. So they got all sorts of things in here. I love looking at these in full detail of how they made it because, like I said, it's very inspirational. And my boys were constantly, "Mom, you can make that. Mom, you can make that." Yeah, I could, but let's appreciate this work of art. All the little fairies and things like that. Amazing. This one was really cool because they had the above section and then you slowly go down into the caves. I think it was the 7 Dwarves. All the glitter, the silver mines. Too cool. Of course, they had a lot of Charles Dickens kind of things. Little medieval-ish towns. And the water scenes were very cool. I need to start using resin because this is a really cool effect of how they do the water and the boats and things like that. It's hard to convey how detailed these are. Okay, this was one of the favorite sections is all the doll houses. Talk about inspiration time. So this one was just a church, and then they had huge dollhouses. I mean, huge. Just the details. So many houses. Getting some ideas. This one was cool. It's a bunch of tree houses, and they even made a jungle and everything. I'm thinking like Swiss Family Robinson kind of thing, maybe? Cool either way. Of course, some more dollhouses. A lot of these were very old. They were 20s, 1910s, 30s. They're very old and in fantastic condition. I mean, they take good care of these things. This was one room I really liked, and the details of just the little plates and the food on the plates, and I loved it. That was one of my favorite. Then we had to, well, we didn't have to. We left the dollhouse room and we went into Circus Land, and this was massive. Oh my goodness. And it still had that day-night thing going on. But it was just a whole town, and it showed from when the circus came to town on the trains, to the big tops, to the fun fair. You could, I mean, it was so detailed. I mean, you could even see right there, there's people trying to break in and over the fence, and then the security guards are getting them. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. You could stand there and see a different scene everywhere. It was fantastic. And when I talk about details, look at this. They even have window cleaners for the windows for you to look through. Somebody's got to clean it, right? Absolutely adorable. Once you left the circus village, then you went into medieval area, and they had one where it had dragons in the caves, and then of course they went through the story of King Arthur and the Round Table and things like that. And the grand finale was the Camelot Castle. My boys said that that was the best one, in their opinion, and it's pretty cool. I am impressed. They not only built the castle, but they did the murals in the back for the perspective. Fantastic idea. I was so impressed. We spent hours in here. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're in Victoria, BC. Victoria is beautiful to begin with. See Bouchard Gardens and, you know, the Empress and all that. But Miniature World, put it on your list, because you will not be disappointed. Little ones, old ones. I mean, my kids are in their 20s and they loved it. So I would highly recommend going to Miniature World. But now I'm back home. We'll use all that inspiration, and we'll get to work on some miniatures of our own. So I'll see you next time. Bye!